Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Before I start the video, I do want to say please like, subscribe, and comment. If you want to join the Patreon, you can join at patreon.com/ but I'm not a trader. Spots are filling up ever since I capped the tiers, right? Because so now the memberships are capped. I'm not accepting any people over a certain amount. And then once those spots get filled up, that's kind of it, right? Um, so my targets hit, right, a couple of days ago, or I think yesterday or like a day before. I did say that I was looking for like 500 to like a 503 SPX. We just hit that today and yesterday. They had a massive drop, right? Obviously, earnings for a bunch of tickers came in kind of funky. I do think that we have a really solid chance of bouncing here. I want to see if do we have anything. No, definitely not. Yeah, you have a really good chance at bouncing here. I think I'd probably be looking for a solid bounce here, possibly to a push up. Right from here, push up to maybe 504 again before dropping again, or a push up to like a 507 before dropping again, right? Or we can definitely just give this whole thing up and just drop like that, right? Overall, like I've told you guys plenty of times before, I'm still extremely bearish on SPX. I think we're going down to 470. It's only a matter of time. And I'm essentially just shorting all the highs, right? That's basically what's going on. I'm just shorting as much as I possibly can because that's kind of where I think the market's going over the course of the next 30, 60 days or so, right? And not only that, but obviously, right, the 2 week flashed, right here. 2 week closed and essentially told you to short at 520. That you would have been $20 in the money on QQQ, right? I told you guys like a month and a half ago. I'm like, hey guys, like you guys need to be shorting like right now. Like this is just what's going on, right? This is just what's happening. So I've been bearish for a while now, and you actually just opened the month with a bear. What is it called? With a bear trigger on the month. And you haven't really, whenever you close bear months like this, you have a really big relation to massive drops in the market, right? So the last time was from 402 down to 250, right? And then before that was during COVID, right? Is this COVID actually? No, that's not COVID. COVID is right, yeah, right here. Again, bear month, you closed, right? You closed the bear month, and then you still kept dropping, right? So you went from highs of 236 down to 160, right? And again, every single month has been correlated to some huge drop, right? And again, same thing with the SPY. See, here on the SPY, you drop from 453 down to 423 on a monthly trigger, right? You haven't even done that yet, right? You haven't even opened the monthly trigger. I do think that for May, you have a really strong chance of dropping another like 30 points from where we are right now, right? So we're at 500. I do think we can drop to 470. And then for the month of June, we could probably drop another 10, 20 points down to like 457, right? But again, last time we had this bear trigger was right here, right? You came down super hard, went up for like 3 more months, and then immediately you crashed down, right? Something big happened. Again, prior to that was in February 2020 for COVID. Closed up bear month, boom, came all the way down. Prior to that, on the SPY, it was October, right? Closed it, came all the way down. Prior to that was here, closed it, came down. On again more monthlies, right? Again, they don't necessarily trigger every single time unless you have some crazy ass rally, but a lot of the times these monthly triggers are associated with huge drops in the market, right? Monthly trigger, huge drop. Monthly trigger, huge drop. So there's like an 80% chance that something ridiculous happens as far as like drops, right? And we have been on this crazy run on the SPY and QQQ lately, and again, I do think that we're headed at least if not a little bit lower to 457, right? That's essentially what I think is going to happen. And my ES is triggering. What's going on with the ES? Why is it triggering so much? We do have a trending low. Actually, I like that. Take some more longs here. So I actually took longs from this low right here. Whoops, do you have any lower? Yeah. took longs from this low at like 503 up to up here, right? I think I took like a $900 profit. And then earlier today, not earlier, but at 9 in the morning, or like 9:50 yesterday, I actually had shorts right here at 506, and I got stopped right here like a freaking Dumbo because I set my stop loss way too tight. I should, if I had it maybe like another 0.25 up, I would have been perfectly fine, and I would have netted on this whole overnight drop. I would have been out perfect, made a couple grand. But like by like 0.25 cents, I got stopped out, unfortunately, which is dumb. But I took this long for a very specific reason on the minute chart. Again, I'm not gonna tell you guys why. Join the Patreon, right? I'm not really gonna do a bunch of like free sauce on my strategy, but you know, this is a perfect area for me to buy to long right now, right? Or actually, never mind. I was not using the Heiken. The Heiken Ishikan. Actually, yeah, still is. Still a good long here. So yeah, I think my risk here is like $200 or like $100. So I don't really care, anyways. But yeah, SPX 500. I think you could bounce right now, right? Really good chance that you bounce from here, right? I think there's a really good chance that you bounce from here. Again, you're hitting trend from here, right? Last time you hit this trend, you bounced all the way up to this top of the channel, right? You bounced up what? 1, 2, 3 channels. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could definitely see a bounce back up to like 510 before dropping again. But again, overall, still bearish. You could bounce up to, right? You could bounce to 504, 507, 510. Ultimately, this next 30, 60 days, I'm still looking for 470. But again, this is a very easy bounce area, just because the last time you know, the same area you bounced, right? So this is essentially on the same trend. So I would definitely expect to bounce here to the upside to like a 504, 507, 504 minimum, right? I am expecting a bounce here, so I am longing from here. But again, ultimately looking for bounce up somewhere around this area and then just a drop. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.